Hi friends. So this is where I'm at today. I have a huge, massive box of scraps that, they're just not going anywhere by themselves. I also have piles of things that I have bought from various places that I thought, oh, these would make such great journaling cards. And they sit day after day on my shelf. And they're not being used. I have also bought books. I have more book pages than any one woman should be allowed to have in her craft space. Really cool books. I love this book. Am I using this book? No, I have not. Not really. Maybe a page here or there. But the stuff needs to be used up. So that's what I'm at today. This is what I'm doing. I'm just bringing my stuff together, and I don't have a plan. So if you like those kind of videos where you just come and follow along, this is definitely the video for you, because I have no idea what I'm going to do except for use up some scraps. And I have another box of scraps too. This isn't just all of it. No, because that would be too simple. And this is just a small portion of the books that I have gotten to use for such times as these. So today's the day. Let's do this. Don't know what I'm going to do. I know my style. I know what I like. So I'm going to try very hard to make sure that whatever I make is something that I will use or sell, right? I mean, that's the purpose. Not just to make stuff to sit around, because what good does that do? I'm going to show you a box of my partially decorated stash. Not very much. See, I don't have a whole lot that's already done. But this is me. This is what I love. The grungy tags. And we've done these. We've done some of these on videos. So basically this is what I'm going to be doing again. I'm just going to be making me some, maybe some pockets. Those are cute to put stuff in, right? I mean, what's wrong with that? Nothing. I like this. I would use this in a journal. So I need to start making some. Get rid of some of my stuff. These right here can be used today. We made these before. Let's just do this, okay? I want scrappy scraps like this. I love this. I love this. Why haven't I used it? All right. Today's the day. Let's get busy. I hope this all finds you well. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. I am currently recovering from a massive migraine yesterday. I don't get them very often, like once every couple of years, but man, when I get them, I want to do it right, And that was yesterday. I spent most of the day with a cover over my head in a dark room. My dear husband took very good care of me. Okay, I'm not going to open this one yet. There's really no reason if I've already got some open. Let's use the ones that are open. Right. Okay. So I have these, and I like these just as they are, just to vintage them up. But have I done that? No. But I will more likely do that to these than I will these, because these have got all the color that I don't like. So I'm going to keep these for vintage. I know. And these I can use for whatever. These are great card bases, right? All of these are. So they are all at hand, ready to go. All right. So here's something I was playing around with yesterday before the massive headache hit. With my scraps, I was just kind of being scrappy. I felt scrappy, Sometimes you just feel scrappy. You just want to throw something on them. That's as far as I got with it. And then I also did some of these. And I was trying to look at some pictures to see. Do I like that? I don't know. Maybe sewed on. If you're a sewer, that would be cute. I do have a sewing machine. It just sits underneath my table. It's kind of a pain to get in and out, I don't really have room for it full time, so it is what it is. All right, let's start somewhere, shall we? What can we do with this? This is my base, and I want to make something out of it that I can use. I like old books a lot. And I think that will be thick enough to cover it, because some of these papers that I have, they're too thin, and it's just going to show through it, I think. Let's just do it. I don't know what I'm doing. I just want to play today, See what comes of it. I did try making a video last week, and I posted about it on YouTube, but if you haven't seen it, let's just say sometimes videos just don't go as well as you expect them to or you want them to, right? And so I'm making this video, and the whole time I'm making this video, I'm thinking, this is just a wreck. It's just a wreck. But I kept on. I kept pressing on. I'm like, I'm just going to get through it. Some videos are better than others. It is what it is. And right as I was coming to some kind of a decision about, do I really want to do this? Do I really want to post this video? I got a phone call, and it stops my video. So I'm like, okay, that's a sign. So literally, I just took it as a sign and just deleted the whole hot mess. Speaking of hot mess, these scissors are a hot mess. I need to get out me some alcohol. Put some tea dye paper on the back. All right. You know, if it didn't have the color, I wouldn't mind the hole. But I don't want that color shining through back there, to be honest. I'm going to go ahead and use these scissors because they are a little cleaner anyway. So anyway, yeah, I hope everybody's having a wonderful Thanksgiving. You know, my family is growing and kids have in-laws and such, so we went ahead and did our immediate family Thanksgiving, just our family, on Sunday, and it was beautiful. Lots of fun. We played games and ate till we hurt, of course. And then tomorrow we will be going to my husband's side family and celebrating with them. Those of us who can, you know, like my son and his wife are, they're doing her side family at their house, so they won't be able to come. They were going to have a house full. And, you know, my other kids will see if they can come or not tomorrow. But we did get ours in, so that was fun. Very thankful. We've had a great year. If you're a mom, you understand there's just something beautiful and peaceful about having all your kids under your roof together. I mean, I don't think I would want us all to live back together again, but having them here for a time is just beautiful. Having them sitting around as adults and talking to each other and telling each other's life stories and what's going on with them. 2 out of 3 of my kids are now parents, so the joys of watching them grow as parents is just I love the holidays. Okay, let's see. What else are we going to put on this thing? You know, I've glued paper to it. That's it. I want to do something. But what? How about some flowers? I have all of these flowers that I cut out of a book that I love. And this is such a time to use it. Oh, I like that one. Put it over on the edge and kind of cut that off a little bit. Why? Because I can. Because I can. I could do it up like this and then add Mom and Paw here, maybe. No, they're just too big for this. Less is more. But of course we have to grunge because we're grungers. All right, I'm going to get out my inks and have them open and ready to use. It just makes this process much faster for me. And I like it. Okay. I hear people stirring in my house. We have late landers here. My husband works third, so there's that. I kind of like it, you know? Maybe a butterfly. I'm going to do it. Sure I am. Glue this down. Cha-cha-cha. This is called the Gossip Girl, or Gypsy. Sorry, Gypsy Girl. I hope if I read right. Gypsy Girl, Crocus. Like that. Okay. This is good. This is progress. All right, now what else do we want on here? A butterfly, perhaps. These again. No, too much yellow. Too moss. These butterflies I cut out of another book, vintage book. That's still too much yellow. Not red. No, that's too big. That I like. Where's my black? Black! I'm going to do some more scrappy ones after this one. Let's just see what we can come up with that's scrappy. I think I could have more fun with the scrappy kind. So I can do my piles of scraps. What do I want to add to that? There's some hand-painted papers. I like the green in it. It matches the green in the... Let me see. What else did I use? I don't know. I may put this one aside and use something else for that. That's where we're stopping with that one for now, okay? I want to do some more scrappy ones. Scrappy-licious ones, like this one. Because that's just more fun for me today, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and use... See, these are all rounded corners. I think I'm going to use some of these today for the scrappy kinds. And I can use book pages. Yes, I can. So I'm going to go ahead and get some of these pages out. And I'm going to go ahead and get some of these pages out. I have a great flea market near me that has very old vintage books. And what happened was an elderly lady had a flea market, and she got to where she couldn't do it anymore. It was just too much for her. So another flea marketer in the same building bought her flea market. And so now he's transforming or moving all of the stuff that he bought from her into his shop, and needs to downsize greatly. And so whenever I go in there, I can get a stack full of these books that I looked into several of them, nothing of any value. And he's just going to get rid of them if I don't. So I'm like, yes, I will come and take your books. But as previously said, that's all good and great. But if I'm going to take them, I need to do something with them, because that's the purpose in the long run. Isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay, let's see. And the fun of this is just to be as messy and scrappy as I can be. However, I want to save my table a little bit of trouble. So I'm going to bring out my messy mat. Okay. All right, and then we glue. And then we just go to sticking stuff on there. However it lands is how it lands. Because I'm free to do whatever I want. I had decided that I don't particularly care for it to go way over. Like some of them I made yesterday, and that's why I ended up cutting them down. When I was messing around with it, I was like making them go way over. And that was too much. I didn't like it that much. That's why I ended up trimming these down. A little over's fine. Way over's too much. So the story goes. Like that, see? It's kind of like making masterboards. A little bit like that. Tear that. One thing I did do yesterday was ink all the edges while I was doing this. I don't know that I'm going to do that this time. I want to just kind of see what goes with what it goes. Not yet. Not yet. Let's do some of this. Sorry if you hear my stomach rumbling. My stomach is always rumbling. I love this paper. This right here was just, I was trying to make a rusty patina look with paints. Turned out too bad. See, these are fun. And anytime you can reach into your scrap pile and bring out some pieces to get rid of, it's a good day to me. You know what I mean? That is good. Okay, now I need to get some pieces in the center. This will probably be a good piece for that because it's very, very brittle. I need one more right there. Something you do have to go back on these scrappy things and make sure all the pieces are down good because they do go crazy. All right, I think another piece of, let's do that. Yeah, actually, that's what I want. It is a gluey mess. Just the way I like it. Now I'm thinking about adding some, of course you can do tea dyed paper or whatever, coffee dyed on the back. To cover that up for writing space. See if I got something here. Very big enough to use. Like that. That's definitely big enough to use. Probably should have done that part first, huh? Well, you know. That's just way too much fun. Slow down and think about such things. So, what I will do instead is improvise. La-di-da. Because that's the fun of junk journaling. It's just making a mess. Who cares? That's exactly right. Oh, who am I fooling? I do. Some days. Okay, so then let's grunge the edges really good. Of course, I'm thinking about adding some paint to it. Or maybe some gesso. Oh, I do love me some gesso. Let's make a couple up first before we get into that style. Before we go that far, okay? So I'm going to lay this over there in the sun, let that dry for a little bit, and I'm going to go for me another card. This time, however, I am going to try to put things on the back first. Something that we can write on. It's in there. It's already in there. I do want to talk to you guys for a minute about my videos. I've had a couple of people mention, let's see how I should say this. The fact that my videos are sped up and it bothers them. I do apologize for that. And I've explained this before, but I will explain it again just because I want everybody to understand. There's a couple of reasons why I do speed up my videos. First of all, I am a to-the-point type person, okay? When I'm watching a video, I don't mind the dawdling and the goofy because we're all capable and very guilty of doing that. I obviously am. When we're making our videos and we're just hanging out, and that's fine. But when I want to get to the point of a video, I want to get to the point of the video. I want to see it, and I don't want to spend my whole day there. I don't, time is precious to me. And so that's my personality. If you're not that way, awesome. If you have time to sit and watch, or if you're doing it while you're crafting, whatever. And there are times whenever I am too, that it isn't, a big deal that it's sped up or whatever. It's slow, whatever. But for me, I'm in the South, and was born and raised in Michigan, but I've lived in the South way longer, and I have a Southern slow drawl now. I just do, for the most part. And when I watch my videos, it's a lot of ums and ahs, and you know, girls, what I'm talking about. And it drives me crazy. And it would drive me crazy to sit and watch somebody else's video if it was just in regular speed when I'm trying to figure out what they're doing and how they're doing it with a lot of ums and ahs, and that we do. It's not bad. It's not wrong. It's just a fact. And so a lot of times when I'm watching videos, I will speed it up while I'm watching it. However, in my videos, I just go ahead and record it that way, edit it that way, so it's already a little sped up. I don't go super fast. I just do it not even 2 times, 1.3 or 4 is what I usually do it at. And it just, makes that process a little bit faster for my viewers. If you're one of the people that bothers and it makes you anxious feeling when you watch my videos because they're sped up, you have the same YouTube ability on your YouTube settings to go in and slow that down, okay? So that way it's available either way for you. It's just my preference to speed my videos up for a couple of reasons. For one, like I said, because it's not as annoying to me. And secondly, because I can get more video for my vein. Does that make sense? On my phone. I have an old phone, and it doesn't have a whole lot of storage left on it. But when I speed it up, it cuts the video shorter. And it makes it easier for me to upload and faster to upload. So, again, if my speeding my videos up bothers you, please feel free to slow it down. There are some of y'all that I speed up when I'm watching. And then, you know, if I'm just doing art, if I'm in here just goofing off in my room and I'm watching videos, that's fine. But if I want to watch a video to get to the point, then I want it to get to the point. And so I speed it up. That's me. Okay? So I just want you guys to know that I'm not going to change the fact that I speed my videos up a little bit. But just letting you know that option is available where you can go back in and slow it down if you don't like it. Okay? Because we're each our own. If you need to slow my video down, slow it down. It will not hurt my feelings at all. Okay, let's go on to another one. We're doing this, aren't we? I know what else I want to bring in. Hold on and I'll show you. I also have, oh, shameful, really. This is a pile of painted on scraps, mainly. I mean, I just took quick pages and just painted on it. That's fun. So I may grab some of those as well. See, like that. I love that. That's great. Maybe I need to do a video of that. I don't think I've done that yet. Of how to... I've seen them, though. I mean, nothing new under the sun. I don't think I've ever done a video of that, though, where I spice up my scraps by taking just some paints and some stencils, and, I mean, that. It's just fun. I'm going to do the whole side of that right there, because I like it. This is part of a French book that I got. I love that book. Can't read it, but I love it. It was a French reader is what it's called. It's a, you know, to learn French in a book, in a school, I suppose. And it has a lot of handwritten in it already from whoever owned it, you know, where they were writing down the English words. And it's just really pretty. Only thing I know in French is shut the door. And the only reason why I remember that, it means I love you, is because it sounds like shut the door. Shut the door. Shut the door. You know, I say it well, don't I? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Oh, I was supposed to get my grandbaby today, but she's not feeling well, so her mama stayed home with her. My other grandbaby and his mama was sick last week, so I guess it's just that time of year, isn't it? I'm sure that's part of what that migraine was yesterday. Something to do with weather, and I don't know, but I don't like it. Ooh, I do like that. What other color do I need on here? This paper is so brittle. See, that's too matchy-matchy right there. Should have done something else. But I'll fix it in a minute. It's okay. As my granddaughter tells us every day, when she makes a mess with something, she'll say, "That's okay. Accidents happen." And she's right. Accidents happen. However, she now likes to make a mess and then say that on purpose. That's all right. Accidents happen. So we're trying to teach her the difference. Sometimes, yes, it's an accident. Sometimes, though, you pick that cup up and turn it upside down just to watch it fall on the ground. not so much as an accident. See, fixed it. That's all right. Accidents happen, and now it's fixed. All right, we've got 3 done. That's it. Wow, I'm pokey. Now you know why I speed up my videos. Okay, another card. Let's do this. One more card together. Lift up. I doubt it. No, it can't. That's okay. I shall use this. Cha-cha-cha. Yeah, I made myself a tea. Completely forgot about it. And now it's not even hot anymore. Still tastes good though. All right. Okay, this one's going to be the last one I do together because I'm going to decorate them and everything else. That's going to take a lot of time. But let's do this one. I'm thinking let's put some map on there because map is cool. And again, I have done some where you ink around all the edges, like this one right here. I inked around all the edges, and I like that look. And I probably would have done that to these, but I'm going to put paint on them, so it isn't really going to matter. I like that little compass right there, so I don't want to cut it off. Will I cover it up? Probably. It won't matter at all, but right now I like it. A little bit more to the side. Yes, I'm sticking to my plate. My messy mat, I'm sticking. I want some of this in there too. Absolutely. Because it's cool. I like this well enough. This is something that I can do in the evenings, you know, especially when I have my granddaughter. I can go take this out into the living room while she's playing or watching her videos, and I can be doing this. We're both entertained and not bored half out of our minds, because she gets bored in my craft room. She loves it in here, but obviously, you know, she's 3. Her attention span is that of a 3-year-old. So I can't craft in here with her that very long, because she's ready to go out and do something different, which is fine. Keeps me on my toes, that girl. Sometimes she wants to come sit on my lap, and she calls it, I want to work with you. Her favorite thing is to use the stamps. The bug stamps, of course. So I have her some books that she can stamp in. And she'll come sit in my lap for a few minutes and use my inks and go to stamping away. I can't wait till she's a little bigger and I can start getting her some of her own stuff to do on her own. I mean, obviously I do somewhat, stickers and whatnot. And she's not writing yet. What else do I want on this page? How about some black? Or gray. Anyway, I don't know that it's fully black. But you know. Feels like I've been doing this for eternity already. It's that video. You know, whenever you're recording, it just makes, you know, the pressure get it done. Oh. I don't actually hate that there. It's kind of fun. So yeah, I think I will. Figure out a way to make this thing stay there. Not covering up that though. No, I didn't. All right. Let's see if we can get this off of this thing. I mean, that was powerful cool. All right, I'm gonna lay that one over there. All right, I do a quick cleanup and get ready for the gesso stage and kind of get an idea of what I want to do next. It's probably going to be some gesso and stencils and for that base page. And then I will come back and let you join me. Okay. That's very crooked. Is that better? Yeah. Okay, so what I did was I got me some paints. I got me a little bit of black. I've got me some burnt umber. I got my paint brushes. Need a good soaking in some oils, yes. And palette. No, whatever this thing is. You know what this is. You know the word. And the gesso, okay? So here's the ones that we have done. This is one I did last night, but these 4 are the ones that we have done today, okay? This one and this one are still a little wet. Not that it really matters because, they're all going to be wet here in a minute. So I'm going to just set those over to the side for now. I'm going to get out Messy Mat one more time. Okay. Gets me some gessos. I hand make my gesso. And I love it. I've got me some more palettes over here. Stir that all up again. I use white glue. Just Elmer's, actually. School glue. I use baby powder and white paint and a little bit of water. And that's how I make my gesso. Put as much baby powder in it as you want to the consistency that you want, or water if you want it thinner. That's one of the reasons I love making my own, because, this stuff's not cheap. Let's get real. And it's cheaper because I can buy it by the bulk and make it as I need it. All right, so just kind of smear this around on that. Kind of just brings everything together, I think gesso does when you do it on something like this. It kind of just takes the shard pieces and makes it one, like they were together all along, right? And then I will dry that and grunge it to some extent. Well, we'll dry it here in a minute, and then we'll put paint on it and inks. Okay, let me put that one to the side. Let's just go ahead and do this one. Actually, I'm going to use a different palette knife because that one's kind of complicated. I like this one better when doing this kind of thing. You can do as much or as little as you want, depending on how much grunge you like. Ooh, too much. Too much on that one. Kind of try to make it go to the edges too, like it's, again, was made this way. I don't want it too thick to where you can't see everything behind it. But I don't want it not to be seen either, so it's kind of a happy ground there that you find. And this one, like I said, I did ink it up already, but that does not matter. Probably going to like this one best. Watch. It's already got a good grunge going to it. Okay, so the next step for me is to dry it. All right, I'm going to move that out of the way. Put that in some water. Bring over these two. I'm going to pause you while I get out the heat gun because nobody needs to hear that. You know what a heat gun sounds like. I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, now the gesso part is mostly dry. And they don't have to be exactly dry because I'm just going to add more water and paint. So, got to my paintbrush. I got me some different colors. I got me lighter brown and black. And then I got me the burnt umber. Of course. Get it out of my palette a little bit. And I basically use acrylic paints. You can use water. I do use water on occasion. But honestly, with this, it doesn't really matter. And I just kind of just grunge it up however I want it. If it ends up being too much, then I water it back down. I color that whole thing black, see what I like it. Okay, and then I'm going to do this right here. Because this kind of helps add texture to take some of it back away. Like that. That is very grungy, very cool. I like it. Okay. I don't want them all to look like that, but let's see. Let's do a burnt umber one. And you just play with it. As much water as you want. And make that baby live and moving. I'm going to add a little bit of black. And I'm going to add a little bit of paper towel. Not really. Kind of take some of that back. That took a little too much, I think. Let's add a little bit more back in here, shall we? I don't want that stark white like that. Of course, anytime I finish these and they still are too white for me, then I will go in with the vintage photo or something like that as well. I think what I want to do here is do a really good black trim. I like that on most of these, kind of like it's been burnt. Most of my vintage pieces, I like that look. It just, you know, it adds to the story to me. It kind of blocks it in. I love that. I love that. Okay, so I'm going to move that over to the side, let it dry for a second until I get my heat gun out. All right, let's see. Let's do this one. Let's try some of this lighter brown. Of course, there's still black in my redder brown, I guess. It's more. That's what I love to do. Put it on it and then kind of whitewash it away. It's still kind of there, but not quite as opaque. And then we get the burnt edge look. A little spot or two of black in there. The main thing with grunge to me, I think, is to make it look like it was an accident. You know, like something spilt on it, or not that it was just painted on there. Does that make sense? I'm going to do another one in the dark brown and the light brown. And then, of course, the black. Now, if these are not your colors, use your colors, you know? The joy of doing any of this kind of stuff is making it your own. Some of you guys look at my grungy stuff and be like, what? Why would you do that? That's okay. I am a versatile type person. I like all kinds of styles. Grunge, however, is my favorite. I love picking something up and making it, and it feels like it's been somewhere, you know, like it's had a story. It's got a history. Like that. This one is looking, honestly, a little too one dimension to me. I'm going to wash some of this off. See if we can't add some more color to it. I may actually have to do some more gesso on it. That's okay. I'm going to get a new baby wipe. See if I can't pull some of that off. Oh yeah, that's better. That's much better. Brought back some of the life to it, didn't it? It was kind of dull looking. Okay. And then last but not least, we might need to glue that down a little better first. Ooh, or just tear it off. That works too. Okay. I'm going to do lighter brown. And this one. Because I kind of like that look. It doesn't have to be black to be grungy. However, saying that, I do want the burnt edges black. Okay. Pull my paints to the side so that I don't make a catastrophe. Been known to do a catastrophe or two in my lifetime. This one I didn't even use. Okay. What do we think? Like those? Anything else we think we need to add? This one I do. I don't like this one. This one I feel needs something else. It's too flat. So, I'm going to go with some darker burnt umber here and there. And I'm also going to add a little bit more black over on this other side. And then I'm going to squish it with a baby white bead. Yep, finger tool, Pam would say. It's never steered me wrong. That's better. Okay, I'm going to pause you while I dry these really well, and then we will go from there. Okay, these are mostly dry. Dry enough, dry enough. I want to talk to you about this at this point. Here is where, you've made your bases. You can go on from here. You can make these into journaling cards. You can cut them into tags on the top if you want. You can make them into pockets. You can stack them and make them into pockets, or you can stack them and make them into layered journaling cards to where, now that's going to be where you journal and this is going to be part of the front. There's just so many different options you can do with these once you get to this point. And if you're making a grungy journal, then you would probably do most of all of that because you want, your stuff to be grungy. Here's another example of something that you can do that I love this one right here. You can then take some more paper, scrap paper, and make another pocket, grunge it up, make a pocket with it to put some stuff in there. Add some eyelets for some, girth, and it's good and sturdy because of all the layers that you've put on it. So, these make really great backgrounds and, embellishment things. What I'm going to do, though, is make me some more scrappy tags, okay? And I am sorry, I did do a video of this recently to some extent, these scrappy tags, but I want some more made because I need some more made, so that's what I'm going to be doing, okay, is making me some scrappy tags. Again, if you've followed along and done this with yours, then you can do whatever you want. One thing that I do want to do is take some vintage photo and kind of grunge up some of that white on mine. You don't have to if you don't mind the stark white. That's good for you. That's good for you. Okay. To me, it just adds another element and some more color. And I like it. Okay. All right. So then the next thing that I would do, I'm going to just take one at a time because if I leave them all out here, then I get overwhelmed and my brain goes crazy. And I don't want that. I don't want you to see that happening. Okay. So we're going to make us get some more scraps back out. This one right here is great. I'm going to cut it actually. Yeah, that was as straight as... Yep. All right, let's go ahead and... I'm going to make a tag shape out of this, like so. Around this other corner because that one's been rounded. Like that. I think I'm going to do another flower on the back one. Kind of like that. And that. I gotta find my... With all these books floating around, I have lost my... I think I stuck it over here on accident. I did. In my book pages. Technically it is book page. It's fair. It's fair. Just not the right book page. Okay. Grunge this baby up. I'm going to outline it in some black. Now there have been times whenever I'm making grungy stuff that I will decorate it fully before I add the gesso and the paint to kind of make the picture kind of blend in with the background, and you can do that and it's a different look and it's a good look, but it's different too. Now I don't know where my glue stick went. There it is. Drama averted. Okay. Like that. And I like this punch. I'm not real sure what it's called. It's not a circle punch, it's an oval punch that I like. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and do it through both of them. But if you don't have one of these and you just have a circle punch, that's fine too. Or if you cut you out a slat, like that, if you'd rather. That was not straight, but it's grungy, it doesn't matter. Does not matter. Okay, so now I need something. Let me show you one that I've done. Kind of like this. Just some layers of stuff. Yes, yes, I like it. So I'm going to add another notch to that. The cool thing about this is you can write on this tag as well. Plenty of writing space on the front and the back. So you pull this tag out of a journal. There's multiple uses to it. Okay, now I need something to be the focal point on the front. I think I'm going to do this as my tag. Tag. I don't know. Because it was on my desk and I like it. See? And then staple. Where? Really don't see my stapler. Probably because I have too much stuff on my desk. I'll put stuff back down alone for a minute. Because there's my stapler underneath it all. It was under it all. Sorry about the light. It is that time of day. Okay, staple there. And I'm going to do something as a focal point. Isn't he so cute? Yes, he shall be my focal point. I'm going to cut him down a little bit. Sorry, I buried my cutter, my trimmer. And that. Oh, I love you. He's old Pop-Pop, and he's just drinking his coffee and reading his paper, and somebody's got the camera in his face. He's like, "What? You want a picture of me for?" Right? Do you hear him saying it? Ugh. I love old pictures. All right, I'm just going to glue him straight down to it. Like that. Then I'm going to take some of these snippets that I have over here. I have a box full of just random snippets. Kind of like that one. Kind of blends in with that color in the background, right? Yep. I'm going to just staple, tack that on there just randomly. That's what vintage is. Pieces that I found at home randomly. I like it. I'm going to add a little bit more dirt to this. It doesn't look old enough yet. All right, so there's that. That's cute. Okay. There's me another tag for when I'm ready to make me a grungy journal. Okay. Next one. Oh, the light is so bright over here. I need to put something up. I'm going to pause you a minute. I'm going to put something up in the window to kind of block out some of this light. Is that better? We're going to say that it is. Let's pretend, shall we? Okay. Next piece. Let's bring this baby in. Let me see. Which one do I want to work on next? I think this one. And I'm going to add some more green to it because I like that green color. I have this piece over here. Oh, heavens. Sorry. Sorry, my room is such a mess. I like this. Literally just turned this up on the floor at this point. I like this skirt. Why? I don't know. I just do. I think I'm going to tear it a little straighter. Like that. Still too wide though. Still too wide. To be honest, I like more of the sides to show. I want more of that green to show. Yeah, like that. Okay, what else? Yep, that's me stapling a piece of paper to the bottom of it. Randomly. I like that. I like that. Because I like that. Okay, now I need something for the top. It's going to make a statement. What? Oh, that's cute. I'm not going to make a statement, but it's cute. Let me put it in there. Okay, 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 okay. Let me see. So I think I'm going to round these corners. And then re-ink them. I'm going to stamp something here. Yeah, ticket. She's going to the theater. Ooh, better yet. Hold on. I have these tickets that I made from scraps a long time ago that I haven't used yet. I like that one. Maybe. No. Actually, I don't. I want a green and muted one like that. Like that indeed. Okay, now do I want it on the underside or do I want it on the top side? See, that's the good thing about grunge. Still need something stamped there though. The good thing about grunge is that you don't have to stress over getting it attached. Just a simple little staple and voila. See, that's better already. Now, for my top layer, I'm thinking, because it's a skirt, it kind of looks fashionista. I want me a really pretty girl. Fashion girl. Fashion forward somebody. Let's see what we can find. Ooh, she's pretty. I don't want to cut up that piano though, to be honest. Aw, she's sweet too. Sorry, this takes forever. But I really am just trying to find a picture of a fashion-forward type girl that I could just use her and not everybody else in the picture. Does that make sense? It will in a minute. I'm sure of it. No, Mama's not looking too bad, is she? She's a possibility. Oh, wait. Can we get this on there? I mean, they're snazzy. I love this picture, too. This little guy in his wheat field. I just love that picture. And I will use it someday, somewhere. Wow. My daughter and I were talking about old photos yesterday about how sometimes they just look mad. And other times they're just creepy. Here's another. Okay, I'm just gonna. Oh, I'm just gonna go with one of these. Not mauve. I think this one's going to be too big. So I think I'm going to use this one. But I need to put it on something to cut it down. In fact, I think I'm going to cut the short guy out. Sorry, short guy. Sure, you were a wonderful person. And you deserved your picture to be in this, but not today. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut down a little bit of this side as well. Sorry, lady, part of your arm's coming off. And we're going to cut this off. I'm going to grunge this up. I know, time is wasting. This is probably going to be my last one. So we got a couple done together, right? It wouldn't be that big of a deal, but I did just do scrappy tags not that long ago. Actually, I think I'm going to make a pocket out of one really, really quick. Because that's a really good idea to do with those. I'll show you how I did it. Glue this guy down. And I think, honestly, I'm just going to staple them together. What's your writing space? Yep, that's what I'm doing. Probably should have done some little sprig of something right there, huh? Better yet, sprig of this. Restaple. That's better. Crunch. Just stamped on that little number right there. Cute. All right, so there's another layered tag out of one of our scrappy bases. I like that. Okay, I do want to show you though really quick. I'm going to show you how to do one of these pockets just in case anybody has any questions. It's not like it's hard or anything, but I want you to be able to see the process because they are really great to use. You can use whatever you choose, right? Let me see, is that what I want? Actually, I think I want the math one. Yeah, I'm going to do this really quick. No worries. 10 minutes later. Somebody had fun in that book. That's how I feel about math too. Okay, I'm going to double this over because it is pretty flimsy paper. Okay, if you have thicker paper, you don't have to do that, but I'm going to. And then I'm going to take off some of this bottom because it's too tall for me, of what I want. Throw that away. Yes, I did. I threw it away. And then I'm going to glue them together. That. Hold on just a second. See the one that I did. I didn't do it like that. That's what I thought. I want it to go all the way across. Let's see if one of these will work then. This littler one probably will. Alright, I'm going to cut it down a little bit more. Still too tall then, especially for this lower one that I decided to use instead. Ta-da-ta-da-ta-da. Okay, now I'm going to grunge it up. And I'm going to use some of the vintage photo. I'm going to find me a circle punch. Make me a little nib in it. Like that. Re-ink. Like that. And then, you know, just like you would on a normal pocket, you're going to glue down the 3 sides. Like that. Like that. And then I'm going to decorate it. Yep. What am I going to decorate it with? Probably some of my snippets. This kind of look. But you can add flowers, you can add people, you can add, you know, whatever theme you're going for is fine. Probably need to do something with a little bit more color because of that. What else do I got in here that I want to use? No, not really. No, not what I wanted. Ooh, I like that. Actually, I think that's just going to be something I stick inside. That's better. That'll work. Okay, I'm going to use this number for sure. I'm going to glue that on. And it can kind of hang off the side because, you know, it's already a grungy themed pocket, so no worries there. And then I'm going to add, let's see, this can go inside, that can go inside. What else do I want to put on here? Oh, telephone. It's kind of pinky. I could go with that if I want to. Oh, I like that. I'm going to glue this down. Of course, I should be using my glue book. That would make a lot of sense to use your glue book. I'll move my snippets out of the way for a minute. This, do I want it there or there? Kind of there. And really, that's really all you need. You know what I am going to do, though? I'm going to add a staple to this, just for the visual. See? Then I'm going to re-glue it. That way there's a staple there, but it didn't staple the pocket. See? Kind of adds a little element there. You can put whatever you want in it, but that's one of the pockets. I think I'd put an eyelet right here on this corner. In fact, I'll just go ahead and show it to you. And then this is going to be the end, I think, today. This video's probably gone on and on and on and on. And now you know why. I fast forward my videos. Okay, I'm going to do a bronze one. Why? I don't know. Because I can. I like it. Copper, I mean, not bronze. My bad. Aha. And this was on a thing, so you could still write on the back. Just put this whole thing into a pocket. Now you got a pocket inside of a pocket. Or you can glue it down, or you can even, you know, attach it with a gold clip or something. So many different ideas. Nothing new under the sun. All right, so let me throw this stuff out of our way for a minute. Just hold, bear with me. Bear with me, please. It's amazing how much room you have when you put everything where it goes, isn't it? Really, really is. Quite amazing. I'm going to keep him. Don't worry. Okay. Okay. So, this is what we've done. We made these bases with some scraps. And then we took some Mod Podge and some paint. And we, you know, grunched them up really good. And then we made something. Where are they, though? Where exactly are they? Oh, yeah, they're in here. We made a couple of scrappy tags, which are a lot of fun. I just love these things. Scrappy, grungy tags out of them. This one. Right? They are pretty thick, though. I mean, that is something that, you know, you're not gonna get a whole lot of these into a journal without it getting pretty fat pretty fast. But that's okay. That's part of the fun. And then a scrappy pocket journaling tag. Okay, so you know you can do so many with these. And again, like I said, you can just make this into a pocket. You can snip a top up there, decorate it, and glue it down, and it's a pocket. And that's a good little scrappy pocket. Just so many different things you can do with these. So anyway, those are fun. Thank you guys so much for coming and joining along with me today as I work through a very small percentage of my scraps. Anyway, this is kind of what I'm going to be doing for the next few days to get rid of my scraps, though, is just making this kind of stuff up. And maybe I'll show you, maybe I'll bring you along again if I come up with another idea that's new or newer to me anyway. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope this gives you guys some inspiration just to be free and scrappy with your stuff, okay? God bless. Bye.